Shahebaz Khan, Head of Commercial and Money Movement Solutions for Central and Eastern Europe, Middle East and Africa at Visa. Thank you for joining us here at Economy Middle East.
Thank you for having me.
When looking at how money is moving digitally in the GCC or CEMEA, what are the current challenges facing banks in terms of speed, cost, accuracy, and service availability?
Unbelievably, money movement, especially cross-border, is still a very clunky process. And as far as consumers are concerned, right, in our consumer experiences, we've moved ahead over the last few years. So even when you're doing something simple as booking a taxi or you're buying food, you know exactly when your food's going to arrive, when your taxi's going to arrive, you know exactly how much you're going to pay for it. You're going to exactly know how long your trip is going to be. Unfortunately, none of these things are reality when we want to move money overseas, right? So the key challenges that consumers face when they're trying to move money and send money overseas especially is that they don't know exactly, sometimes there's a lack of clarity on the process, how long is it going to take for my money to get there. Sometimes there are complications around the fees that they're charged as the money hops through multiple hops during the process. And then the money that ends up at the other end is less than what you thought it would be. And it is very, very clunky. So this is a huge area of opportunity for us. And we at Visa are obsessed with solving this and making it as simple as sending a WhatsApp to your friend or ordering food when you're using your consumer card.
Perfect. How is Visa playing a role in expanding the use of digital wallets in emerging markets as part of investing in borderless money movement networks?
Thanks. That's a great question. So we are taking an approach of building a money movement network. So we are building, buying, or partnering with different kinds of networks to build a network of networks. Right? What do I mean by that? When we embarked on setting up the Visa Direct infrastructure, we built obviously this capability of moving money from one Visa card to another Visa card, right? But we thought that was not enough. Then we acquired a company called Earthport, which gave us the ability to move money to accounts. And then recently we have partners like TerraPay and Tunes, where it has given us capability to move money into wallets. Mm-hmm. So now on the Visa Direct network, with one connection, our partners are able to access 7 billion endpoints across Visa credentials worldwide, bank accounts, as well as wallets. Because we believe that increasingly consumers are not just either don't have a Visa card or might not have a bank account, but they also increasingly have wallets in their home markets. And we want to enable the movement of money anywhere, anytime.
Great. Can you describe Visa's money movement network in terms of working with partners, reach, Visa Direct, and cross-border payments?
Sure. So, Visa Direct is a growing network. Last year, we processed near 10 billion transactions on the network in over 150 currencies. And as I said before, to 7 billion endpoints. And we're not going to stop here. So we'll keep investing in this network and building it out as we go. And what's most important for our partners, and we work with banks and we work with fintechs and we work with merchants, is that one connection into the network gets you access to all of these kind of endpoints, right? So we want to remove the friction when it comes to cross-border money movement, and we'll continue to work on the network to improve its reach, to improve the economics within the network, and to make it as real-time as possible so that consumers can send money anytime, anywhere, without the hassle of turning up to an exchange, to a branch or anywhere else. So that's our challenge that we're looking to solve.
And how big a role do remittances play in the overall scheme of money movement today? What top money movement stats can you provide for the region or globally?
Sure. So money movement plays a huge role in economic activity in worldwide and in our region as well. So last year, nearly 1 billion people sent or received money around the world. Nearly 200 million people were senders and 800 million people were receivers of money. They sent about $647 billion across the board. Nearly 29 countries received 10% of their GDP through remittances worldwide. And especially in our market in Central Europe, Middle East, and Africa, there are some of the largest senders of money in the GCC. We're the second largest after the United States who send money. And we also have some of the largest receivers of money. So Pakistan, Nigeria, Egypt are some of the largest receivers of money. Another interesting stat that we see is that, around consumer preferences about sending money. So traditionally, this has been the best way to send money is to turn up to a branch to send money. But now we're seeing the preferences shift to digital as well. So a recent survey that we've done in our markets, especially in the UAE and Saudi Arabia, we know that over 50% people want to send money digitally if they have an available option to do so. So that is something that we need to take on as an industry and solve for that.
Shahebaz Khan, thank you for joining us today.